Yo, what's up guys, it's NLW here, back again with another video. Today, an action figure setup featuring the most extreme Hell in a Cell moments in WWE history. These are just some of my favourite Hell in a Cell matches of all time. So what we've got a couple of spots set up here. Some of them I'm going to set off like a couple through the announce table at the end of it, but first I'll go through it. First of all though, thank you to Flynn Lambkin over on Patreon for requesting this action figure setup. If you'd also like to request your very own action figure setup or even a match for me to make, head over to my Patreon, the link is in the description. So without further ado, let's get into this setup. As you see, on both sides of the ring, we got a couple of tables, we got a couple of spots that we're going to be setting off. Figures are going to be flying, it's going to be extreme, so tune into that at the end of the video. We've also got some spots going on inside the cell itself, so I guess we'll go through this bit by bit, my favourite Hell in a Cell matches and moments. And first of all, we've got the Armageddon Hell in a Cell between Undertaker, Stone Cold, Kurt Angle, The Rock, Triple H and Rikishi. And this is from Armageddon 2000, Rikishi getting pushed off onto a flatbed chicken coop, it kind of looked like at the pay-per-view. I don't have that kind of mechanism, so instead, just got a table there. At the end of this video, we'll throw Rikishi off, and based on the weight of him, he's probably going to make a massive crash through. But I love that match. It was insane. So many cool spots, and Kurt Angle winning out in the end. And it all started with the first Hell in a Cell between Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker, and it was there that we saw the debut of Kane. It's gotta be Kane. He ripped the door off of its hinges, confronted his brother The Undertaker after months of speculation, setting off the legend that is Kane. And in the ring there you see Undertaker and Shawn Michaels battling it out in the cage. Of course, that is the infamous shot from the Raw Open from the Attitude Era as well. So you can see Shawn Michaels in a lot of pain. He took a lot of punishment in this Hell in a Cell match, got kicked off the side, but until Kane came in, he really caused the difference in that matchup. And just behind him, we have Stephanie McMahon Helmsley looking on, because on the top of the Hell in a Cell, we have Triple H, her husband, and Cactus Jack. This was a retirement match for Jack. No Way Out 2000, one of my favourite, if not probably the best Hell in a Cell match ever. At the end of it, Cactus Jack got backdropped through the roof and through the ring of the Hell in a Cell. And that's what we're going to do at the end of this video. Jack's going to fall through the Hell in a Cell. But I loved it. Such a physical matchup. And you want to talk about physical, look no further than King of the Ring 1998, The Undertaker and Mankind on Hell in a Cell. Of course, the infamous fall from the cell where Foley fell 20 feet through the announce table. But that wasn't all. He also went through the roof, and that wasn't even supposed to break at that point. But Foley had his teeth through his nose. It was absolutely disgusting. And you know what? This is quite disgusting as well. Shane McMahon with a 30-foot leap off of Hell in a Cell, and he's about to come crashing down onto Kevin Owens. Or is he? Sami Zayn is about to pull his friend out of harm's way, and I love this Hell in a Cell match. I know a lot of people rag on Shane McMahon, but I actually like the one against The Undertaker, even though it was a bit slow, a bit plodding. But this match against Kevin Owens was even better in 2017, in my opinion. I love this matchup. When it went in the ring and you knew that Shane was going to do something stupid and jump off of the cell, and he did just that. Shane, you're a madman, mate. Now we come on to the in-ring portion of the Hell in a Cell. As I showed you before, there is The Undertaker with Michaels on his shoulder, and to the right of them, we have another spot from the Armageddon Hell in a Cell, Stone Cold Steve Austin stunning the then WWF Champion Kurt Angle. Like I said before, absolutely love that match. And a match that kind of gets slept on, I think, is Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks from last year's Hell in a Cell. I love the creativity of the spots in this one. It wasn't necessarily as brutal as your Cactus Jacks and Triple H's, you must say, but it did have a lot of innovative offense in it, delivering the dropkick to Sasha Banks with the chair lodged in the Hell in a Cell. And then, you know, the kendo stick and chair offense was great in that one. Similarly, in this 2017 clash, tag team Hell in a Cell between the Usos and the New Day, one of the best tag team rivalries in WWE history, in my opinion. These two teams went hell for leather, and you can see there, I tried to put the Singapore cane lodged in, but it must have fallen out. But nevertheless, Jay is still acting stuck. But I love the spots in this one. Like Becky and Sasha, very innovative, and that's what I like to see in my wrestling. As you see, Kofi Kingston on the outside there, cheering on his New Day brethren. As we come back in the ring, let's go over to this matchup from Vengeance 2005 World Heavyweight Championship. Batista defending against Triple H. My favourite Hell in a Cell match probably of the Ruthless Aggression era. It was brutal, it had been brewing for months, and it was very apt that it took place inside Hell in a Cell. I love the barbed wire chair that they used in this match. It ramped up the intensity to 100. Triple H putting over Batista once again. Out of everyone, you know, in the Reign of Terror, you can argue Triple H buried people, but he definitely made Batista into a star, and that Hell in a Cell match definitely did the job. And speaking of making someone into a star, you got the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar. Now, I could be talking about either of their Hell in a Cell matches. The first one, at No Mercy, one of my favourites of all time, probably one of the bloodiest Hell in a Cell matches ever, one of the bloodiest matches ever. Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker for the WWE Championship. He turned face shortly afterwards, but it was brutal. And also a quick shout out to their 2015 Hell in a Cell. That was pretty good too. Brock and Taker always had some brutal matches. Love their rivalry. And now we move over to another brutal rivalry, The Undertaker and Edge. 2008 SmackDown, 10 years old, loved this feud and loved this Hell in a Cell match. Although it was the first Hell in a Cell of the PG era, they still made up for it with some cool crazy spots like this chokeslam through 2 tables on the outside. We'll set this off at the end and see how it works. But also at the end, The Undertaker chokeslamming Edge to hell seemingly off a ladder through the ring, quite simply put. And oh, look at poor Stephanie McMahon. She's so taken aback by the action, she's fallen over. And I'll tell you who's going to fall soon. Jeff Hardy, he is on the ladder, ready to deliver a swanton, or at least a splash from the top of the cage, to Randy Orton. Like the previous matches in this list, I love the innovation in this one. You had Randy Orton really using the toolbox to be sadistic, putting the screwdriver through Jeff Hardy's ear and screwing it. And Jeff Hardy also coming back with a couple of interesting maneuvers, including the splash from the top of the Hell in a Cell. We knew he was going to be doing something crazy. Randy Orton, though, moved out of the way at the last minute, countered the pinfall, and yeah, I absolutely adored this matchup. So brutal. That's enough of me talking. We should start to really set some of these traps off. So let us see how this all plays out. Well, Triple H fell through the roof with him. That was quite catastrophic. Maybe not the best posing in the world, but to be honest, just like seeing a bit of destruction. But then again, who doesn't? Thank you once again, though, to Flynn Lambkin. Great idea for this Hell in a Cell setup. If you'd also like to request your very own figure setup or request a match for me to make, head over to my Patreon. The link is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button as it really helps the channel. Also, if you're not yet subscribed, smash that subscribe button as we're trying to edge closer to 30,000 subs. And make sure you turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Hope you enjoyed this look at extreme Hell in a Cell moments, and I'll catch you guys later.